the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took it back.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got a man, that's Richie James. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run with Hines. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
From the 22, Watson escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Two seconds to go, first quarter. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st down, Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Patrick. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Watson off play action. Rolling to his left. James has got it. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Bulldozes past him, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice run there by Mark Ingram, the 3-time Pro Bowler and 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, was signed by the Texans to be a veteran presence in their running back room, despite the fact he'll be 32 in December. Hoping to get one more good season out of the former high.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Lindsey now off the read option. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here's Rodgers to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On first down, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And they got the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The final shot before the break, Watson. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed, indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the 2nd half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking deep for Hilton. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down now, it's Lenzen, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, Ingram again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
From the gun on third, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He's checking. Hey, 31.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Houston. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Hines. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Wentz. He's got it to Hilton. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And the Colts first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Wentz. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wentz to throw again. Flush to his right. And it's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Mack will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up, 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, Lindsey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing now, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Now, if